Right, getting started with our upper body lifts, we're going to do a lateral rotation, but we're going to do a movement for our biceps up at the top. So you're going to come up for the lateral raise, bringing it in slowly, squeeze through your biceps, bring it out and down. Up for the lateral raise, squeeze for the biceps, out and down. Now we're going to do this for 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. If you want to make it harder, when you do that squeeze, I want you to hold that squeeze for a 5-second count and then let it out and back down. To make this easier, drop the weights completely or get a lighter weight, or you can even decrease the amount of reps that you do. Okay, for our next upper body lift, you're going to need your resistance bands. Now, holding your resistance bands, you're going to step on the resistance band with both feet. With both feet now, you're going to turn your arms forward and you're going to pull this straight up, and we're going to do upright rows, going straight up to the top. Really drive up with your elbows and back down. Pause it at the top for a split second and back down. Good. And back down. Now, we're going to do 2 sets of 20 repetitions. If you want to make this a little bit harder, go ahead and put your dumbbells in your hands as well to add a little resistance to the lift. If you want to make this easier, just decrease the amount of reps that you do. Or you can bring your elbows so they only come up to shoulder width and then bring them back down. Again, that's going to be 2 sets, 15 to 20 reps. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our upper body are called progression push-ups up on the ball. You're going to need to get up on your resistance ball so that it's underneath your thighs. And you're going to do your first push-up here. You're going to do your push-up with it underneath the thighs. Then you walk your hands out until the ball rolls underneath your knees, and you do a push-up here. Then you're going to walk it out even further until the ball is underneath your lower legs. You're going to do a push-up here, then you're going to walk it back so the ball is back underneath your knees. Do a push-up and walk it back to where we started, where the ball is underneath your thighs, and do a push-up here. Now, doing a push-up going all the way down at each station and back is 1 progression. Every set you have to do 2 progressions down and back. So we're going to go 2 sets of 2 progressions. If you want to make it easier, then just don't go out as far. Only go to where it's comfortable to do your push-up and then walk it back. If you want to make it harder, instead of just doing 2 progressions, extend that to 3 to 4 or even 5 if you can get that high. All right, for the next lift we're going to do, we're going to need to get in the same position we were for the last lift doing the push-ups, but this time we're going to pull our knees in towards our chest so that now our hips are high and our head is directly above our hands. So we're going to go straight into a shoulder press. Now how this is going to work, you're going to come straight down towards your hands and then push it back up. Down towards your hands, push it back up. Now to make these harder, what you will do is when you come down, you're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, and then push it back out. Now, if you want to make these a little bit easier, what you're going to need to do is go ahead and get off of the ball and go ahead and sit on the ball. Use your light dumbbells and do overhead shoulder press using the dumbbells. Now, we're going to do this for 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. All right, let's get started with our 4 lower body lifts. Now, first thing we're going to do are 1-legged squats using the stability ball. You're going to start off putting your right leg so that your shin is on the ball, and then you're balancing on your left leg. Now, as you push back with the leg that's on the ball, you're going to bend your left leg, and you're going to also reach out with your arm. So watch how I do this. You're going to reach out with that back leg, reach out with your arms, and bring it back up to the middle. Stretching it out, squeezing it, bringing it back up to the middle. So you're going to really stretch, arms are out to counterbalance, make sure you stay up, pull it to the middle. Now we're going to do 2 sets of 10 reps on each leg. Now to make this one easier, I understand that balancing is hard. So make sure you're keeping your core tight. And to make it easier, you're just going to extend out slightly and bring it back up. Extend slightly, bring it back up. Go to where you feel comfortable. And if you want to make it harder, when you extend it out there, get as far out as you can, squeeze it at the bottom for a 3-second count, and then bring it back up to the top for your 10 reps on each leg. Now, as again, it's going to be 2 sets of 10 reps each leg. All right, for the next lift for our lower body, we're going to do hamstring curls. You're going to need your stability ball and go ahead and get down on your mat or down on the floor. You're going to put your heels at the center of the ball, laying straight back, having your arms out to the side. What you're going to do is get your hips as high up off the ground as possible, and you're going to pull your heels in towards your butt, pull them in, squeeze through your hamstrings, let them back out. There's 2 and out, 3 and out. Now with these, we are going to do 2 sets of 15 reps. To make these a little bit harder, when you pull them in, truly squeeze through your hamstrings, making sure you're keeping your core tight. Squeeze it for a 3-second count and then let it out on each rep. Now if you want to make these easier, then just don't do as many reps. Just take it to about 8 to 10 reps and then rest and then do your second set. But again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 reps. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our lower body are called burnout squats. Now you're going to need your stability ball. Go ahead and get in that wall squat position. You're going to get the ball up against the wall, put it at your lower back, walk your feet forward slightly, and you're going to go down into a squat. Get it so you're down so your thighs are parallel with the floor. Your knees are not going in front of your toes. You're going to hold it in this position until you feel like your legs are just burning, like they're on fire, like you can't hold it anymore. Once you get to that point, it's going to be different for everybody. So once you get to that point, then you're going to go up and down for 15 reps. That's once your legs get on fire for 15 reps. Then you're going to rest and you're going to do it one more time. So we're going to have 2 sets of burnout squats. Holding it down until your legs feel like they're on fire, and then as soon as they feel like they're on fire, you're going to do 15 squats. All right, for the last lift for our lower body, what we're going to do is one-legged calf raises. But to add a little stability in there to make sure that you're keeping your core tight, what you're going to do is take your stability ball, you're going to place it up on the wall. I want you to put your forearms and kind of lean so you're leaning some weight against the stability ball, and go up on one leg, right leg first, pushing it up, holding it for a split second, and down for 1, 2, 3. Making sure you're keeping your core engaged the whole time. You're going to do 2 sets of 15 reps on each leg. Now if you want to make this one easier, just take away the ball completely and just put your hands up on the wall while you're doing your calf raises. If you want to make it harder, when you're doing your calf raises, at the peak of the lift, when you get your highest, you're going to pause it for a 3-second count before you go back down. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 reps each leg.